So The Last of Us 2 is out. Let's talk about it.
This is the intro, bitch. So just watch my shit.
And that's what I'm talking about today, The Last of Us Part 2. This is a game that everyone who has played the first Last of Us has been excited for. Everyone wants to know what's going to happen. Everyone wants to know if it's going to be good. Is it good? Let's talk about some good stuff. Let's talk about some bad stuff. Let's find out why I do or do not like the game. And also, spoiler alert for The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2. Here we go. When the game starts, the first thing you play is a ground-up remake of the end of the first game, where you go in there as Joel, and you're shooting the Dodgers, you're getting Ellie out of there, and then he's like talking to Tommy, which is like a month or two after they get back to Tommy's settlement. It's really cool. Then they jump to 4 years later, and apparently Ellie's a lesbian, and that's not as big a deal as they made it seem out to be in the fucking promotions leading up to the game. This lady Abby gets in a tight spot, and then Joel and Tommy save her ass, and then when they get to a quiet spot, she shoots Joel in the leg.
Tommy, this is my brother.
Joe. Y'all act like you heard of us or something.
Because they have.
And then it starts to beat the crap out of him with a golf club.
Stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
I mean, she beats the shit out of him. Like, he's on the ground, bloody, ready to go. Like, it's fucked up. And then Ellie comes in and tries to save him, but she gets her ass kicked and they pin her down. And then Abby takes the golf club and swings it into Joe's fucking head. He straight up dies, Glenn from Walking Dead style. Now, did I hate this death from Joel? Yeah, a little bit. He kind of went out like a punk. I mean, yeah, he was fighting and growling the whole time, but in the end, he kind of went out like a bitch. I was actually ready for Joel to die, but have him go out Boromir style. Have him defending Tommy's settlement, have a gun in this hand, gun in this hand, bam, 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 bam. Have him get shot with 15 fucking arrows coming out of his chest. Have him go down like a beast. Don't have him go down like a bitch. I understand that it's the powerlessness that we, the viewer, the player, feel in this situation. And then sure enough, Ellie goes on a fucking rampage to get revenge. And while you're playing that shit is awesome. When you're going through Seattle, one of the first things you come across is a bunch of different pictures that one of the people in the group had. And they're all labeled accordingly for convenience sake. These people are gonna fucking die. She finds all of Abby's friends and sequentially just kills every single one of them, and it's awesome. And then Abby shows up in the movie theater and points the gun at fucking Ellie. He's like, hey, you took everything from me. You're gonna fucking die. And then it jumps 3 days earlier, because you have 3 days in Seattle as Ellie. Now you're playing as Abby. But you learn in a flashback when you're playing as Abby that Abby's dad was actually one of the surgeons that Joel killed during his rampage at the end of the first game. So yeah, I get that they're trying to humanize Abby and make her seem not as bad for killing Joel, but it does not work. I still want Abby dead. When I saw that there's actually like a whole skill tree, there's upgrades to the guns, there's upgrades to Abby, there are upgrades for every single thing, just like you'd have with Joel or Ellie, I was like, oh fuck, we're gonna play as her for a long ass time. And while the gameplay as Abby is cool, it is fun, it is entertaining, I feel like it was just something they put into the game just to draw out the runtime. When you make a sequel to a game that's as good as The Last of Us Part 1, you want to double the size, you want to double the length. And they say like, oh yeah, it is double the length of the first game. And while technically true, you're not playing as the character you love for the whole game. You want to be Ellie or Joel. Hell, I'll even play as Tommy. But as Abby, you save these two Asian kids from getting strung up and beat down and all that shit, and they help you out of a tight spot, and then you leave them in like a trailer, and then you go back to save them, and was like, okay, where the hell is this going? Seattle Day 1 was cool, but when you're going back to save them from that trailer park, I was like, oh fucking hell, this is just extra padding onto the game, and it's fucking stupid. But there's a point this Asian bitch gets hurt, and they need to get medicine because they're gonna have to chop off her arm, and if you don't get the medicine when you cauterize the arm, she's going to go into shock and die. So there's another story you got to play. And then, after that, her brother Lev just leaves, goes back to his home on his island to tell his mom's like, hey, mommy, I'm sorry I ran away. And then you gotta go there. And you're still playing as Abby the whole fucking time. And yeah, everything burning down around you, it looks cool. But the whole time, I'm trying to get through it as fast as I can without dying because I want to get back to being Ellie. I want to get back to finding out what happens after you point that goddamn gun at her. So Lev, who's one of the Asian kids, and Abby, they get back to the aquarium where they were staying, and then they find the aftermath of Ellie's attack, where Owen is dead, the pregnant lady is dead, you know, all that shit. And then she finds Ellie's map, and then she used that map to track Ellie and everyone else back to the movie theater. And then you play through the scenario where she had, she had Tommy on the ground, she had the gun pointed at Ellie, she had all that shit. Eventually, Ellie runs back into the movie theater, and then you are playing as Abby chasing after Ellie. So Abby beats the shit out of Ellie. Nadina comes in and gets Abby off of Ellie, and then Lev shoots Dina in the shoulder, but not before Abby beats the shit out of her. And then Abby's actually about to kill Dina, has a knife to her throat and everything. And then Ellie's like, no, dude, don't do it, please. She's pregnant. Abby is like, you know what? I better not fucking see you again. And she just leaves. And I'm like, okay, is this the end of the game? Because if it is, I don't like it. But this is a good spot to end it. Nope. You got about 3 more hours. Have fun. So you flash forward, I would say, right about a year, maybe. So Dina, Ellie, and JJ are all living on a farm. It's cool. And then out of nowhere, Tommy shows up. He's like, hey, yeah, I've been tracking her. I found her. She's in a sailboat in Santa Barbara, California. I can't go because my leg's all fucked up. You gotta go. You gotta go get her. And then Dina is like, no, not fucking happening. You can see the look on Ellie's face. Ellie wants to go. She wants to get revenge. But before she leaves, she's packing in the middle of the night, and then Dina finds her, and she says, if you walk out that door, I'm not going to say goodbye to you again. I'm not going to welcome you back. It's not happening. And then Ellie's like, well, that's your choice to make. And she just leaves. And you do switch back to Abby going through this town looking for fireflies. They get on the radio. They're like, oh, hey, yo, fireflies, where are you? Oh, we're here. We're coming to get you. We're coming for you. We're going to live with you because I was once one. Cool. And then they get the sheep bait out of them, and then they're captured by someone. Ellie got in a trap and got spun up and got swung into a tree limb, and her fucking side got opened up. And yeah, later on she stitched it up, but she does tear her stitches and starts to bleed out. This is where I really started to really dislike the game. You find Abby, and she's like strung up on a pole. She looks like shit. It's like she hasn't eaten in 17 months. And Ellie, she's ready to kill her. But then Abby, she doesn't have the energy to fight. She picks up Lev and puts him in a boat. And then Ellie walks up behind her. I can't let you leave. They have a scrap. Abby actually bites off 2 of Ellie's fingers. Like, it is a fucking badass scrap. And then Ellie gets the upper hand and pushes the bitch underwater. She's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You're gonna fucking die. You fucking bitch. Bitch. Die. Motherfucker. Die. But I'm like, yeah, kill her. But then Ellie starts seeing flashes of Joel, and she lets her up. And then she lets her go. I'm like, no. Kill the bitch. She kills Joel and gets away with it. And then you go back to your house. The house is empty. Kids are gone. You have a flashback with Joel where you talk, and then the game ends. Do I like this ending? Fuck no. Did I have fun with the game? Yeah. I'm not happy that Abby got away. I know we spent 10 hours as Abby, trying to humanize the character, trying to make her seem like not as bad of a person, but she killed Joel. She killed the person you loved. And she gets away with it. Fuck that. Was this game worth the wait? No. Was this game worth the price I paid? No. If it's half price, people pick it up. I wanted to love this game. But I don't. And I will say that The Last of Us Part 2 is good if you're drunk.
Yeah, now it's a party.